Try to give me some new music and they got ads in it. I put in free music for YouTube and you got ads in the middle of the song. Ain't that some bull crap? Hey, Bonafides and YouTube otherwise. It's me, Cmeantit, and I'm back. Boom, 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 back with the 2021 videos. And if you're in here, you're good to go. Y'all, the braces are still in. I was doing a vlog the other day to because I was gonna put it together about getting them off and how I felt and stuff like that. Girl got up in there and they was like, this stuff is overcorrected. We got to run it again. Like, you probably got another 2 or 3 months. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm crazy. And so now the way they got these back ones, it's like I'm doing this. Y'all know I've been ugly with these damn braces since I didn't have them on. So that's just what it is. That's just what it is. Y'all, listen, I am really into this Red Bull coconut berry. I don't know what's going on with this. It's good. It don't really keep you up, though. It tastes good. It's a good mix with some whiskey or some vodka. But it's good. It's not that hard Red Bull taste. And it don't even have really a coconut taste. It's more berry than coconut. But it is good. So you should try this, okay? It's way more berry. The coconut ain't even there, really. And then it's like green. So if you want to have like a little cocktail or something where you put Red Bull stuff in, it's like a light green. It's the aqua. It looks really, really good. It looks really, really good on a cocktail. So try that out. I like it. It's one of these cans is 160 calories, and it took a long time for me to drink it down. Like, I had used half of it for a mixed drink, and then I've been sucking on the rest of it. So I was like, oh, child, I can get into this, but it's not gonna keep it. It doesn't do anything for me to keep me up. It gave me like a little pep. But it wasn't nothing to keep me up. What will keep me up if I need to be up for some hours and it's late? Or I'm tired, I've been up for some other days, and is a Monster. A good old original Monster. Okay? But anyway, Happy New Year, Bonafides. How are y'all doing? How was your holiday? I hope you had a fabulous, fabulous holiday with family, food, and fun, and presents. Okay? We ain't never met at presents. Okay? I definitely did. Yes, please. I want to say thank you to all of my new subscribers that came through. at the end of the year, how do? You are most welcome. And I thank you for coming here. And I just want to say you are most welcome to join us however you like, whether it be the like, comments, or you already subscribe. Like and comment. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And so on and so forth. So listen, you guys, I have so much to talk to you guys about, and we're gonna just keep doing videos all this week because I'm not working my second job this week. So okay. So y'all gonna see me a lot this week. And I am also learning a lot of new technology for my channel. I am in courses, okay, with production, and we are really like finna do some stuff. I know I've been saying it, but we had some of our more immediate things that we need to get done, taken care of over the last month, and now we're able to put more time into my channel and his too. So what's up? What do? Please expect a Real Housewives of Potomac review later on this week. It will not be tonight. Okay. Today I do want to talk about this extreme these extreme actions that are going on, these extreme events that are going on in our nation. Okay. I am definitely not an aficionado on political things. I am what I would call average American, average Joanna American. And I have an opinion as well, okay? Being average Joanna, okay? So, first of all, can we go up for Georgia? Can we go up for Georgia in the Georgia runoff for the 2 Senate seats, Democratic Senate seats? Well, they were Republican seats, formerly held by Republicans, and Georgia has flipped blue, boo boo. It flipped blue in the presidential election, and it flipped blue in this runoff. So the runoff had was John Ossoff and Republican incumbent David Perdue. I believe his name was David. I just remember Perdue on some stuff that came through my house. I was like, what does y'all got going on? But anyway, and then in the special election, it was between Kelly Loeffler and Reverend Raphael Warnock. Okay. So Georgia had something to do. Okay. In the first election, where during that they had these seats on the ballot during the presidential election, there was not a clear candidate. In Georgia, I believe you have to clear 1% over the other one, like clear be a 1% over the tiebreaker amount, like over 50%, and neither one of the candidates was. So therefore, hey, thank you for paying your dues. Yes. So therefore, they had to do a runoff on the 5th of January. Baby, when I tell you, y'all thought that they get out and vote, texting and phone calling and all that stuff was something crazy for the presidential election. Baby, Stacey Abrams and her crew, they called, they text, they email our asses, woo, day in and day out, baby. Day in and day out, baby. They want you, girl. They sent stuff in the mail, girl. It's still stuff coming in the mail. Okay? It's still stuff coming in the mail. I mean, handwritten. So you can feel the sincerity, you know what I'm saying, from the volunteers. My name, and this is my story, and this is why I want you to vote in the upcoming election. And I mean, baby, they put ass to fire to get people to come out and vote in this special election. And I was like, wow. I was like, this is like the real deal in campaigning going on here in Georgia. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? The real deal in campaigning. Hello. I want to say this. For all of the great effort that was done by those on the Democratic side, baby, I just want to talk about some stark contrast that I saw between the Republicans and the Democrats here in Georgia. First of all, signage. Signage was psycho for the Republican side. Signage and paraphernalia was everywhere. Okay? I mean, it wasn't one sign in a motherfucking yard. It was 3 signs. Cars, t-shirts, purses, Trump MAGA, all this stuff, Trump Pence, I'm sorry. I'm talking about for the runoff. Well, it was for the for the presidential race too, but for the runoff, it was Loeffler, Purdue. It was this, that, and the other. It was Make America. Really, 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 now that I really recall, it was more so Trump, MAGA, that was advertising for Loeffler and Purdue. You didn't really see a lot of Purdue and Loeffler stuff. All you saw was Trump. So to me, what you saw was stay with the people Trump with. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all are only gonna get in the seat if we just keep with this Trump propaganda. That's it, and that's all. Baby, let me tell you something. The paper signage, and maybe it's because of the county that I live in, the paper signage on the Democratic side was piss and it was poor. Okay, it was piss and it was poor. I saw Warnock all over the place. Not a lot of Ossoff for some reason. I saw Warnock all over the place. But then I am not going to lie, I do live a very black life here in the Atlanta metro, okay? I don't have a lot of white friends. I do live in a more white county. But my black life, I think, put me more in the vicinity of Warnock paraphernalia, okay? But just getting places to go around. I mean, the Trump cronies were out, okay? And like I said, it wasn't a lot of Loeffler and Purdue. Even when I went to like stinking white counties, and when I say stank, like a big, like their population is hugely white, I didn't see Loeffler and Purdue. I saw it, but it wasn't in abundance. It was Trump. And that was so funny. I have to point that out because it's like, we don't have to have Loeffler and Purdue. We're going to say Trump. And that's the incendiary call. That's the way, that's the call to action, is just to put Trump for their crew. So now, I do want to say that when you came to the television ads, they was deep down and crazy on the Republican side. I mean, the Republican side was nasty, baby, nasty. And the things, the points that they wanted, and it was real nasty on Warnock. They did get nasty with John Ossoff, but it was funny how they did it. They made him look like a sneaky Jew. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. With the commercials I saw, they went almost to saying sneaky Jew, and then they backed it off, almost like sneaky Jew. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Like all the verbiage and stuff for the commercials was just screaming sneaky Jew. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't say that shit. I was like, damn, like these damn girl, this is the jail. These dang Republicans are just gross, nasty, okay? Everything that the Republicans were saying about Warnock, even if he was like at some point promoting extremist preachers and stuff like that, the commercials and the filters on the commercials were always dark to go with his black skin. It was almost like ominous, like evil. You know when you're watching like a scary movie and it gets like dark around the edges of the screen, and then it's just a little fog or something. That's what they was doing, baby. It's a play on people's yes, very okay. Sorry, very disturbing. It was a play on people's minds and their fears. It was a lot of fear mongering going on in the commercials down here. I mean, this extremist preaching and radical left, and the verbiage and the word and the music and the visual was very, very, yes, they wanted to paint the black man as the boogeyman. Exactly, girl. That's exactly what they're doing. And girl, I start getting mad because see me, I'm a warmonger. You do me, I'm gonna do you harder. Okay? Especially if you touch my spirit the right way. Then you get over here to Warnock's commercial. He playing with dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk about these MFs. What they've been doing. And the robotic nature of that Kelly Loeffler, she was scary robotic, okay? Even in the, like I'm talking about every time she spoke, it sounded like somebody had just wound her up and let her go. That's it. Let her go, like, and she like, very, very evil robot. That's how she was, okay? But he playing with dogs and skipping down the street, down talking to old people, smiling at him and saying, my name might be Doug, but and that was his voice. But I'm just here, Monton. You know what I'm saying? It was, I don't know. I was like, looky here. The Republicans was getting black folk business owners in small communities, like the black business owners and stuff, to come and speak out in the commercials for the Republicans. You know what I'm saying? But you was not seeing that with the Democrats. They wanted to show normalcy. You see what I'm saying? Which was it, to me at first I was mad at them, but then when I started thinking about it, I was like, oh, because everything since Trump has been topsy-turvy. You know what I'm saying? We had to coming out of the dark. Okay, it was just, or it was just like, what? Are we living in some parallel universe? So they showed him in neighborhoods. They showed him with his button down all starched and his chinos. You know what I'm saying? And smiling, everything he was smiling. I ain't gonna act like they didn't have one or two little dirty commercials, but all of them was smiling, talking with folks, eating a pizza. You know what I'm saying? Chilling. And I was like, okay. So you're what are you saying? Coaxing people to your side with the normalcy project, okay? With the neighborhood project, okay? With the we are the world project. I get you, but I thought they was gonna lose off of it. I'm being honest with you. I felt like they were gonna lose off of it because, baby, when I go to work at Home Goods, baby, they have Trump purses, like I said. The children have hats, T-shirts. I'm talking about they are ingraining that type of mess into their children. I ain't never seen nothing Raphael Warnock on nobody's car. No John Ossoff on nobody's car out there. Nobody's T-shirt. No nothing. Okay. No, it ain't just it's not just a different image. They didn't want to argue. They didn't want to dig and stab at them. They wanted to show like this Pleasantville. That's what all the commercials were. If anybody else is in Georgia here, please tell me what you felt about the differences and the contrasting in the commercials between the two parties. Because they did Pleasantville hard, the Democrats did. Where there was nothing decent about non-Republican commercial that I saw. It was all like damning, conspiracy type, theory type stuff, especially with the police stuff. All of that crazy mess was going on with the Republicans. But I'm telling you, they did normalcy. The Democrats did normalcy. They played normalcy to the hilt to get where they wanted to go. All right, so let's talk about. So me and my man, we did calls. Brooklyn was supposed to, but we called. So he was in this group. They had a whole Zoom, and it was all the people. They got to talk. They finna have a celebration together. The people who called me, it was bunk. Like I didn't hardly get to talk to nobody. The numbers they gave me, but so we did our civic duty and we voted. We also did. We also called people the night before. Well, he did the 2 nights before, and I did the night before the actual runoff and stuff like that. I want to know how, if you can call me and tell me, you know, that I voted like da 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 in the recent presidential election. Why am I calling people that on the thing and say they already voted? I don't know. Maybe it was jacked. Maybe I was in the jacked up group. That's what he said. I was in the jacked up group. But baby, they were calling you to volunteer. See, they called me to knock doors. And I had said, okay, but then the day of, I was like, Chabu. And after I had seen him making calls from home, you know, set up in his computer, I was like, oh, let me call these people and see if I can do this. Yes, please like my video. And so they gave me the link and I was able to do it from home. So if you ever, you know, feel the civic call to participate in the campaign, ask for the virtual options. Okay. If you don't want to get out and knock doors like I did not, it was getting cold. And I already worked for the census before, so I'm not with the knocking door stuff. And yeah, ask for the virtual option. Okay. So let me read this. I'm so glad that he beat that white trash. And that's why LeBron James is wanting to put together a team of women from the WNBA to buy partnership of Atlanta Dreams. Okay. Although they had the Dems on the commercial, Warner and also had Black radio. Yeah, but I'm trying to tell y'all that it wasn't just Black people who got them people over the hill. It was not just Black people. Black people turned out in good numbers and droves because, you know, they said that typically that runoff stuff and recalling people back to do to come and vote does not bode well for Democrats. Usually Democrats don't do that. You know what I'm saying? They be like, child, I didn't vote it, do what you can do with it, and after that I'm gonna holler at you. But you know, we knew what was on the line. But baby, let me tell you something. If y'all think for 1 minute that it was Black people in Black people in Georgia is the reason why they won, especially if you say it's the sole reason. I'll say it might be some of the reason. You're crazy. You're crazy. Then white folks had to come out too. Then white folks had to come out too for John and them. Oh yes, because they had to split that. They had to split it. They had to split that vote and get and take out of their base and, you know, put into the Ossoff and Warnock base. Yay! I'm so proud of you. Hey, Shorty C. I did calls from home when it came to the center. All right, come on, girl. Come on, Mimi. Yes, doing our civic duties, honey. So, baby, let me tell you something. Them lines were moving, honey. That was a well-organized machine at the polls. Do you hear me? It wasn't no long-ass lines like we've done before, okay? They was like boom, 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 like getting you, and everything was clean. And say your little stylist that you had to do the ballot with, they were cleaning everything. They were on top of it. Shout out to the Georgia poll workers, on-site poll workers. Y'all did it up. Every time I went to vote this voting season, earlier this year, then during the presidential, and then during this runoff, y'all have been doing the damn thing to work a poll through COVID and voters feel sanitary and feel as though you are working to facilitate an efficient voting process at your location is wonderful. So hats off to Georgia poll worker, Georgia, whatever the administration is for voting. Y'all did that. I'm just saying that they have Black people who never voted for it in Georgia to vote. Yeah, even the rappers really helped as well. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, okay. The rappers did help. Yeah, they did get the folks to come out. I don't know. I guess because I'm sitting here in the town, I didn't really see no rappers at all. Like maybe and I don't listen to radio, so yeah, I do a little bit. They did. I did hear them going on and telling folks to do. I don't know. I feel like it's something else that we missing. I feel like family had motherfuckers out there voting. Honestly, I think Big Mama and Auntie Charlotte and them made folks get out there and vote. That's what I saw. I saw a whole family standing in line. I saw on Facebook folks telling them, make sure you did it. Make sure that y'all early voting. I saw in our group chat making people from California in our family. Y'all getting out there. Make sure y'all get out. Come on, Georgia. We count on the Georgia family. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I'm at with that. But, you know, I ain't saying that ain't true. I'm just saying that On the ground, that's what I saw. Who's that? Hi, how you doing, Colita? So, so we voted early. Me and Brooklyn did. Girl, I ain't gonna lie. Can somebody put a 1 in the chat? If during all this voting and stuff, sometimes it becomes like you went before you vote, you're like, I'm gonna put it off for this day. I'm gonna put it off for this day. I'm gonna put it on this day, and it start become something that's nagging you. Like you better do it, but you just kind of like, oh Lord, will anybody know if I don't do it? I know that's how I was feeling. What's up? And so then like then when if you get down there and there's a line, you're like, child, let me come back another day. Let me come down another day. Like, and you tell yourself, no, stay your butt. You down here now, stay your butt down here. Do what you're supposed to do. You just like, oh, and I just say, I remember I had to remember that to come talk to y'all about that, because I know on the way to the poll, I was like, baby, because we went 2 days on the early voting, and me and Brooke was like, child, these lines too long. They too long. And then the day that we actually did vote, we went down there, and it was not as long, but we didn't know how fast it was moving. But we was like, we're just gonna go down here or whatever. And then like after about 10 minutes, I was like, child, I gotta get from out of here. Yo, I don't want to be in this line now, child. Come on now. And I was like, just stay your butt there, just stay your butt here. Okay, we got a couple of people saying they feel the same way. Yes, okay. Oh my goodness. And I don't believe in that mail-in vote. Now, babe, he did the mail-in vote, but I don't believe in that mail-in vote. But his votes always gets counted though. And see, now they got to do where you can go online and see if your vote was what you said and if it was counted. And then I remember I was taking my vote to the little machine, and I was looking, and this lady was on it. She's like, if it says right here, voted for, and that shows you exactly who you voted for, who you actually cast your vote for, and at the top it's telling you the candidate. So just make sure you look for vote for and the person that you did. I was like, thank you, man. Gosh, I look like this is all. It was all like mushed together. So I was kind of like, what is this? But yeah, she was on it, honey. You had anxiety. What is voter anxiety? Oh, just if your people was gonna win. Oh, yeah, I don't know. And then you never know, child, because folks just be friendly, just be white and friendly, just be like white country and friendly, just be having red on at the polls and friendly. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, who you vote for? You know what I mean? Who you vote for? Just to talking and being cool and stuff with red on. Make sure they red from head to toe and stuff. And honey, the way we would watch the news, the Mexicans, I don't understand how Mexicans be Republican. Broke Mexicans. Now I can understand how any race that has like a business or something like that, how you could be Republican. But how you gonna be broke, black, white, Puerto Rican, and Haitian and a Republican? I just don't understand it. Okay? But they do be. They do be. So anyway. Oh, you talking about like for like voter suppression? Oh, okay. Girl, what would y'all do if y'all got voter suppressed? What would you do, girl? See, because me, my temper is like this. You know what I'm saying? This fool try to come through talking stupid. I told y'all the other day at the farmer's market and tell me something at me like I need to move my girl. I went low. So I'm thinking like, what would I do if I got voter suppressed? Girl. Oh, Lord. Because I already been in the line too long. I'm like, would I be like, well, okay then, nigga, shit. It's just 2 of us. You know that? I doubt it. I'll probably be calling somebody. Okay. Girl, Democrats, bipartisan, and independent people voted Trump too. Yeah. Well, maybe so. They are conservative because of their Christian values. Mm-hmm. They have the Hispanics in Florida because they say the Dems want to go back to socialism. And most other places before they came here was a dictatorship. Oh, okay. So they running from that historical fear, political fear. Okay. I can get with that. So additionally, honey, let's talk about it. Okay. Can y'all like this video? Like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate it. So, honey, let me tell you something. Georgia went up, baby. Folks was hyped in the mud when that stuff went out. And did you see how it took 2 days to get the stuff. I'm like, oh girl, no baby, no, we're not standing in no line for hours. Or well, the hours was for the race before the presidential. We were in that first COVID one was ridiculous. How long we stood in that line? We were late to work. But the hell else I was saying? Baby, come on, what I'm talking about? Oh, that was ridiculous. Okay, but what I was thinking. Oh, sit up here waiting for 2 days to get. I don't like that. I think that's unfair to the American people. First of all, that mail-in voting stuff. Look, if the vote is the official vote is on Tuesday, how you gonna let people go to the mail and put their mail stuff in on Friday? No, that's bullcrap. That shit was bullcrap with the presidential election. If you vote by mail, you got to have your stuff in 3 weeks before they're gonna vote because they need to get tallied on time. I don't like this waiting all this long time to find out what's going on. Why would they run from just a vote dictatorship? Make it make sense. You're right. I don't know. But that mail-in stuff, I'm not finna play with it. Okay, look, y'all already got ways for folks to email in stuff and all these technology way where you blocked out after you put stuff in there. You put whatever your information is. You can take tests and all kinds. You can take college tests. You can take mandate state board tests for certification, stuff like that. Girl, give me the link. Let me vote. I don't have time for that standing in line stuff. What? Drop the link. Okay. Drop the link. That's what I'm saying. Stop playing with us. What makes it fraudulent, African doll? A federal judge ordered a sweep of all postal offices. In Washington, all ballots are via mail for everyone. We always vote early. Oh, okay. Washington State, you saying? They do the mail-in ballots like that because of the military. Right. Well, yeah. That's what he was saying. I went to the polls to vote for him. Oh boy. Yeah. Baby. Okay, we finna get on the next part. So cheers, Georgia. Y'all done flipped the state blue, honey. I had a whole bunch of Stacey Adams stuff I was gonna send y'all, or Stacey Abrams stuff I was gonna show y'all, but y'all done seen all the Stacey Abrams stuff, honey. My favorite one. I'm gonna show you this one. I'm gonna show you through my phone because I just love this. Okay. Hold on. Hold up, baby. Hold up, baby. Okay. Baby. Coming out of the dark. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Why this won't flip? Okay. Make sure there ain't nothing else on here. Tell Donald I want him to know it was me. And they got Stacey Abrams facing there for Lady Olenna from the Game of Thrones. Remember when Lady Olenna threw that little dagger and got the MS messed up on Game of Thrones? I love that. I don't feel like there's no fraud involved for real. Nothing tangible. I just don't like waiting for these mail-in. If you bad enough to get a mail-in thing, you need to have mail-ins. If you want to mail in, you need to mail it in 3 weeks early. That's how I feel. And enough time for them to count it. And before we go to bed at 10 o'clock, we need to know who won what. That's it. That's how I feel. Where you get your phone case from? You like it? What's it called? Amazon. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you. I'll take the congratulations. Yes, thank you. Yes, honey. Georgia was in that thing, baby. Okay, my friends was calling me. here, or my associates, because I don't got no goddamn friends here. Not really. I don't really play around like that. Unless they from Oklahoma with me, I don't really mess with it. Cause see, baby, these folks down here in Georgia is treacherous. I thought them folks in Dallas, when I lived in Dallas, was treacherous. Okay, no, these is treacherous. Okay, so no, 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 no. Okay, so what was I about to say, baby? Did y'all see them folks at the Capitol? Let me tell you something. It wasn't until today that I saw all this backup footage, all this other not backup, other footage from other things. See, I saw all the outside stuff. I saw the going through the corridor, the sacred hallows and corridors of the Capitol, the sitting down in Pelosi's desk and messing around stuff and stealing stuff. And I saw that. But baby, did you see where they was killing police? Did you see that? Did you see where they was fighting the police, killing them? Had a man, they had it on camera, videotaping you squishing a man who was a police officer to death. Well, they said, they don't know if he died right there, but those were some of his injuries right there. He was screaming for his life, girl. All of this blue lives matter, all that mess like that, and y'all was down there killing the police. The same police that basically let them walk onto the yard. Basically let them walk into the building. I saw so much police videotape where these folks was just like with a baton, get back, running, get back, running, or going talking about, okay, well, we let y'all go, we walking with y'all. Baby, these folks been organizing for weeks via social media is what they said. And this is the thing, you knew they was organizing to storm the Capitol. Y'all, tell me, estimate in the comment section how many times on these personal videos you've been seeing that these people made, how many times they said while they were there, we here to storm the Capitol. So that means if you were there saying we here to storm the Capitol, that's what you came to do, and that's what was being organized. Okay? And you mean to tell me Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, all that stuff like that, y'all didn't know until after the fact that this was a disturbance to national security, and you need to shut down some of these accounts and some of these people's profiles and stuff like that? Man, get somewhere and sit your monk ass down. That's crazy as hell. And how about those Blue Lives Matter? Oh, you all about the police when they killing black people, but when they're not on their side, they killed and attacked. Exactly. We gonna look. Yes, yes. In the name of so-called patriotism, they wanted to organize this coup, kind of like a Tea Party or whatever, Boston Tea Party activity, and go up there and have a rally for Trump, and then go and take back their this is our house is what they were saying, and take back their house. Now, I'm not going to act like it was all white, but it was mainly white. And what I saw was some people who felt like they could commit federal crimes and not go to jail and not be held accountable for them. And I saw the president of the biggest and most powerful and greatest country in all the world, fan the flames, throw a little bit more lighter fluid on a powder keg. Okay? President Trump went out there and basically was like, I'm glad you're here. I'm paraphrasing. I'm glad you're here. It's a lot of things that have been done against me and our party. And I say, do what you do. Get it how you live is basically what he was telling them. Go to the Capitol and demand that they hear you. I'll walk with you. I'll go with you. And it went nowhere. Did y'all see that? Didn't go nowhere. Just fueling the rage and all this stuff. Now in person that he had been doing on social media and in his interviews and on news outlets and stuff like that. Now these people have showed up and you're given the final okay as to let's go do this. Baby, that was a sin and a shame. From a human standpoint, but also from a national standpoint, in international respect, safety, and other standings. You know what I'm saying? Just like, this is the type of stuff that for years Americans are saying, oh, we don't like that in this country. Oh, we're not standing for that type of stuff in this country. Oh, you don't send people to kill your own people. And since you did that, we're going to kill you. And then you're going to sit up and say that? You're going to sit up and say that to start like an anarchy state in the nation's capital as president. It was very disappointing. Very disappointing. It's scary. And there is a level of accountability. There's a hard and large level of accountability on his shoulders that he needs to answer for judicially. There we go. I couldn't get that dang L out. Judicially. Okay? Which I mean, there needs to be some adjudication. There needs to be some trials. Okay? For that speech. You should be brought up on charges for that. That is crazy as hell. There's nothing in my mind that makes me feel like he didn't know that he was pushing those people to go do some crazy stuff. We're here to storm the Capitol. That's what they were saying. We're here to start. It's a revolution. This they kept calling it a revolution, girl. And they showed up. Let's check this out. As a president, what part of this do you think is okay? But then for them to call it a revolution and we're here to storm with your name on the flags. Notice they would, girl, first of all, almost all the flags had Trump on. Trump pants, Trump, some, the MAGA, woo, 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 woo. Then they also was bringing, which is not, I wasn't like, oh, what? I can't believe this. I wasn't in a state of being surprised, but the rebel flag was there, the Confederate flag. And you've said months ago, I'm not a white supremacist and I don't support white supremacy, but you just went out there and addressed people with that. The flag was flying like, these flags was flying like this. Make that make sense. And see, that's the mess that Rachel, you said they weren't taken serious because they are Trump supporters. But see, Trump wasn't taken serious with his presidential run, but you see, he got in. And so that right at that point, you should never, ever be taking what you don't think, like you should not look at that type of stuff lightly, right? Especially as leaders of our country. Yep. Patriotism that turned into domestic terrorism. Exactly. What they need to do is make DC a state now because there was a breakdown in law enforcement. Girl, did y'all see that they got a new chief of police for the Capitol? It's a black woman. Did y'all see that? They have a black woman. I don't know what her name is. Let's see. I'm going to get you her name. Oh, she's acting, but it's still cool. She's acting. Assistant Chief Yogananda Pittman, child. Her name is Yogananda, bitch. Okay. Pittman joined the department in 2001, rose through the ranks and is assistant chief for protective and intelligent operations. All right. The U.S. Capitol Police have a new acting chief after the chief announced he would resign in the wake of the Capitol. How could you not resign? Them police didn't do anything. They didn't come to stop nothing, to thwart nothing, to avert nothing, to divert nothing at all. They stood by and they just left off to the side. and just let these people run rampant through the Capitol. They had literal senators and representatives hauled up in offices and closets, scared for their lives. Did y'all see the picture of the inside the building police? I don't know what they're called. Secret. They might have been secret agents that were in the Senate like chambers where they sit and they talk and they convene with the guns at the rioters going towards the outside, like shoot, like pointing on the outside, telling them don't come up in here. Like, what kind of mess is that? He had to resign. So check this out. So the Capitol Police that are around that area, they didn't do nothing. They called in the police, the municipal police department, right? Now that's the black man over there, or who was speaking in the interview that I saw. He wanted to let you know they came in to do something. Well, you didn't do much, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because it was crazy as hell. When I saw them videos today of back alley stuff going on and people getting maimed and trampled, people getting beat down, all kind of stuff like that, you didn't do nothing. Listen, then it had to, so the municipal police department is for DC, right, babe? Mm-hmm. That's DC. DC had to call Baltimore because when they took their police off the street to go up there, they needed some more police to come and, fill those police spots and help at the Capitol as well. So you mean to tell me that y'all had to call some fools from Baltimore? So y'all are 3 police entities deep and still couldn't maintain no order down there. That's crazy as hell. All right, ban the mayor in DC only had a limited number of power when it came to deploying the National Guards. Oh yeah, and right. So then she wasn't the one who did the National Guard. It was the municipal police she's over the municipal police. Yeah. So they were supposed to bring in 6,200 people, but they weren't gonna be in till the next day after motherfuckers got killed and tore up and stomped and stuff stolen and broke down. You know what I'm saying? What is that? And then what I heard, now I have not looked this over, but when they were talking about on CNN, they said that the National Guard was coming without no weapons. Did y'all hear that? And was that true? She needs the permanent one. It should not having this treasonous event for her to be appointed. Oh, you're saying that the police chief should have been a permanent one. Well, the mayor said it took hours for National Guard to respond. It was due to the chain of command process. I guess.
Trump didn't call for them until later.
But the what do you call it? Municipal police department chief did.
Yeah, but it's still a chain of command.
Okay. Where it had to be Trump to say come for them to come.
I just know he officially called for them later on. Finally.
Right. Well, now let's discuss some things that went on down there. These people jumped. They made a spectacle of the infiltrating of the building. I know y'all know that, right? Because they could have went up the steps. They could have went through the yard, but they wanted to make a big spectacle of them roaches taking over, and climbing up and overcoming the Capitol building. Okay. Second of all these people were open faced. Did you see that? A lot of them had just their regular open face. They were not scared at all to say, my name is Tallulah Magula from Pascagoula, Florida, and I'm here to storm the Capitol. Baby, they're using these videos and stuff that these people are doing now to go and arrest these folks. Now, I'm interested in seeing how many people are going to actually take some real charges and do some real time. Because, see, that dude that's sitting in Pelosi's office, anyone seen stealing, all them people banging on the window stuff, all that is fair time, right? It's fair time for black people, right? Okay. Now, that's one thing I did want to talk about real quick. Something to me in my heart really gets on my nerves when black people say, now, that was black people. We'd have been, everybody been in pool of blood. Everybody been a pool of blood. Now, in my mind, in my heart, I totally believe that, right? But I don't want that to be the only statement made for us. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that to be the Black national commentary on this thing. Now it's like you see that we have Black Lives Matter all through these United States, and people's getting busted up, jailed, uh, uh, ran over, tear gas, plastic bullets, rubber bullets, all that stuff like that for next to nothing, for just walking, not even taking over a federal building. Hey, Andrew. But what are you gonna do about it? Oh, I just got sick of all the Black people, and like I didn't see nobody say what you gonna do about it, or how and none of these organizers and stuff like that who were doing the Black saying how they were gonna do stuff differently or anything like that. It was the same thing from all different Black sources. Or if it was us, we'd have been killed. I think it needs to be said, but I think more needed to be said as well. What you think? Done, not said. Go ahead.
No, I think it just needs to be emphasized. Like, you listen to other like conservative shows and stuff like that, they're pretty much they're toning down on their own. They have no more fight in them. Most of them can't say anything against it. They're literally seeing their own country get freaking taken over by their own people. So yeah.
No, it matters. Now you have to have perspective. Now they have perspective.
I mean, the only thing you can see is that the aggression that's normally in place for protests was nowhere involved. And the crazy thing about that you have to remember is Trump supporters are pro-gun supporters, and they had no worry in their freaking mind
to bring a gun up there
about people carrying guns. It was like, well, there's not a lot of. I remember I was listening. I think it was Fox News the day before, and I was like, well, they can't carry a gun past this point, so it's okay. It was like, really? Yeah, okay. And now all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? That's the same people that end up taking over. But Black people can't do nothing in this fight. White people just got to, you know what I'm saying, get hit on their own and realize that, yeah, that's the people that you said wasn't going to do nothing did something. Mm-hmm. And the aggression that you should have had for them, you didn't have, and that's what happened.
Mimi said, hey, production, I'm waiting on Power Book 2 finale review.
I'm gonna get that done. I'm gonna get done. Shoot. Today or tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow.
Okay, so Pence called the National Guard. Okay. Oh.
Trump did like an official, I think, because what's his spokesperson's name? McKinney or whatever.
I don't know.
The day it was happening, like, Trump wasn't responding as much, right? And then later on, his spokesperson spoke, was like, just so y'all know, Trump did call out for the National Guard to go out. Like, they really made a big deal out of it, trying to say, like, oh, he's for law and order and crap.
Rachel Young said, during the Freddie Gray march, the police that the protesters, that they would be arrested if they stood still for more than 5 seconds. Well, this is my thing. A lot of people are trying to, okay, I forgot this one part. So in a lot of my social media throwing, like, people are like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad for the Congress. I feel so bad for those people being held up in the building. And y'all, honestly, I didn't feel bad for them, because you live by the sword. And I ain't gonna say you die, but you got to live by the sword. You know what I'm saying? If you live in by the sword, you got to live by the sword. You know, you got to play by the sword there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that these people's cause, that the Congress did anything for these people's cause, to support these people's cause to come and do this. But what I'm saying is you get what you put out. Y'all been willy-nilly bullshit with the American people through this whole damn pandemic, okay? In total, you have given people $1,800, okay? Most people, a lot of folks ain't even getting the shit. $1,800 over, what is it? 10-month period where people are losing jobs, they ain't got no health care, they don't have nowhere to live because they're losing their houses and stuff like that. You gave $1,800. You played with these people like this, and now you want us to have some sympathy because some niggas, some other motherfuckers, that came for your neck. I say shoot your way out. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Shoot your way out. Get out of it. Get it how you live. The same way you told the United States people, the American people. You told us to get it how we live. Now get it how you live. That's how I feel. Now, I don't want nobody to die, but fight your way out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bad as fuck. Y'all doing all this bullshit. You don't care about nobody else, but you expect for motherfuckers to be feeling some kind of way that you were in this situation. I don't want y'all to get hurt. But at the same time, you live by the sword. You got to live by the sword. Point blank. Period. And a lot of the bullshit, y'all remember The Secret? They say whatever you put out, you get it back in. You know what I'm saying? You might not get it the exact same way you put it out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people call it karma, whatever. You reap what you sow. That's what I'm with. And it's like y'all have been playing with the American people. You have been playing with American tax dollars. You have been just doing the most, okay? And now your chickens have come to roost, is what I'm saying. Your chickens have come to roost. And wasn't nobody there to save you? Ooh, child, the people who was there to save you, they didn't. Wow! The people who was supposed to save you, girl, don't even get me started. Y'all know how I am about doing right by people, okay? Yeah, they had pipe bombs exploding, Molotov cocktails, they said, and shit. You know what I'm saying? The people who were supposed to save you couldn't even help y'all asses. Didn't even help. It wasn't that they didn't help y'all asses. And that's exactly how you did the American people. That is, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I mean, look, my pastor said that it ain't sins of the father no more. It ain't this father or this generation did this stuff, and then you got to wait 10 generations to reap what was done. No, you did it. It's coming back for you quicker now these days, like that. And I just, it was too much. It was too much. And I was just sitting there looking at Pelosi and them and looking at the pictures of folks hiding and stuff. I said, man, if y'all don't get y'all life right now, if y'all don't start treating American people right now, these fools is going to hurt y'all. These crazy folks out here is going to do something really psycho, and it's going to be some inner warfare going on, like here in the United States against our people against the people. And I think that'll be a horrible thing to live through, to have to live through. Now they did this storming of the Capitol, this revolution, on the day that the Congress is supposed to vote to what was it called, to vote on certifying the election, the presidential election, with Biden being the winner. And a lot of the Republicans beforehand were saying, they were going to vote against it. We ain't going for this shit. We gonna vote against it and stuff.
It was just on Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
They
had just did Arizona. Yeah, right. So then, after about 3-4 hours of your ass being scared as hell and not knowing what's going on, now y'all didn't change. What? Now you didn't change because they didn't came for you. Now you like, oh, huh?
They did it again. As soon as they got that, they went ahead and voted against it again.
Not all of them. A lot of them changed.
But I mean, they still voted against. Like, they still had a long, drawn out process because
they did, and they did. I listened to a whole bunch of the speeches that they gave.
Yeah.
And some of them had changed.
Man, fuck all these speeches. Forget all these speeches.
Well, I'm cussing, child. I can't help it.
Even when McConnell went ahead and gave his speech, it's like
McConnell. We gotta talk about him. Go ahead.
That was like a good ass speech if it was real.
Yeah, it was good. He faked.
It was a real honorable shit. It was like a real person, but
see, they had to come back and act like that was just too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had to come back and act like, oh, we're all against this stuff and and woo, woo, woo. They had to come back and say that because, like, what else would you come back and say? Like, and especially, I think a lot of them really felt it. Like, oh, shit, them got too real now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, like I said, freaking a lot of the stations and stuff, they toning down now just because they can't argue with it. Like, yeah, like what was it the other day? Freaking somebody was telling Fox was saying that Trump messed up. They said that on Fox. The interviewer said that Trump messed up on Fox, and Anchor couldn't even say nothing. Couldn't say nothing. She was like, "Okay, we're just gonna leave it at that." Because I mean, they guilty as crap, man.
No, I wasn't saying Pelosi shot it down. That's not what I was saying.
The Republicans should have went out with their friends and partied with them. I don't know why they go out and meet the people at the riot.
Kalita said, I feel like a spectator too. Cut me my reparation check or everything you done to my people already done to you. Thank you. That's right. Shit. Ooh. Honey, I was like, girl, boo, like, child. I was sitting in my bed like this, like, damn. Ooh, these niggas are interested. Yo, like, ooh, it's ugly out there. I'm like, no, ma'am. Y'all gave the American people $1,800. That's a goddamn shame. And trillions to companies that could survive. Like, honestly, me, I have not been affected except my daily coming and going by COVID. And some family members with COVID. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank God I've still been able to keep my jobs. My same money is coming in. You know, my daughter has been able to keep her job. But it's people who's not like that. And if you think that there's American people that, you know, have just, you know, been able to weather through the storm decently, them companies is too, especially the high dollar, you know, the Fortune 100s and 500s that was taking the money and taking the little, what do you call them things, baby? Kickbacks and shit that, you know, that was given out through the CARES Act, and I forgot what this last act is called. What's this last one called?
What?
The first one was the CARES Act, the first COVID relief fund, and then I don't know what. They wanted a come to Jesus moment during the speech, especially McConnell. Exactly.
Economic relief bill.
Economic relief bill. Okay. So now let's get on this, y'all. All right, babe. Now, y'all, everybody turning against Trump, all his friends and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to be, you know, linked up with him. They saying, you know, he incited the riot. You know, Pence has distanced himself from him. Whereas Trump said he ain't gonna be at Biden's inauguration. Pence is like, I'll be there because, you know, he's making sure that he now, you know, is looking for the future, and like they say maybe a future run in 2024. What you think about that?
Well, Pence.
Mm-hmm. So he got to seem like he got some good sense because they about to get full 4 years of a sense of normalcy. So he got to act like he got good sense. He got to come out from behind the cloth, okay? And along with a lot of other Republicans, but all of a sudden now, I wrote on Facebook. I said, "It's funny how they say black folks are always late. The following white people, so far in 2021, the following white people have been late: Twitter, Facebook, Mitch McConnell, and various white Republicans, or various Republicans." Okay, like it could only be the Republican base that is kind of thrown off anyway. That would be like, oh, in the last 2 weeks, you changed, you turned your back on Trump. So we're still with you. We still think you're good people. That's the only people that would go for that mess. So you mean to tell me, like, he had 13 days when that stuff started. Now everybody on the good ship lollipop and understand that he's a negative source.
Yeah. The last day that you say that, you know, voting is a fraud and people start rioting, that's the day you realize that you should stop saying it.
Yeah.
Keep saying it until there's a riot. Then after,
keep saying it. So what you think about all this?
What? Freaking what's happening right now?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know where it's gonna happen. What's gonna come from it? If anything, I'm more worried about what's happening, where these people go to talk.
Now that they're getting kicked off of all these social media platforms.
Yeah, because I mean, well, Parler was a big one, so Parler just now got stopped. But Parler been out for a minute because they've been trying to do no censor. The major issue right now is that there's so many social media sites like and everybody chomping the crap out of this censorship and taking out so many people that they're finding these dumbass ways to talk to themselves. And since they talk to themselves, they don't have nobody to argue against their logic. So it goes into the um, finding exactly what it is you want and never finding what it is you don't want to see. And so they're going to be fed the same conspiracy stories the whole time. QAnon came from that kind of crap. So yeah, where are those people going? That's the big thing because Parler was a platform that they used to do this in the first place.
Do you think we're going to see more physical aggressions from them since they're at home virtual rallies and this that can't be done as much? They're being censored.
I don't know if we're gonna see like more aggression. I think. I mean, yeah, I don't think we'll see more aggression. I'm not sure if they'll organize like that again because they almost need a reason. They had to be mobilized from something. Most of it was around Trump. So they have to see what their fearless Trump leader, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is that he feels like doing, I guess, because he's talking about making his own social media platform too.
Who, Trump?
Yeah. So there ain't no telling what comes from that. But I'm not sure if we'll see more aggression from them. We're just gonna see them crying more for the next 4 years.
Cmeantit says the terrorists plan on striking again. Look, we have to use those FEMA caskets soon, right? I don't know nothing about no FEMA caskets.
You ain't hear about the FEMA casket? That's been like a big. Well, I want to say. I mean, I think it's an official conspiracy, but they was building caskets. I think like some years back. For I forgot what it was. It's supposed to be like some mass war or something, internal civil war or something. Yeah.
Shut up.
I seen that stuff when I was on Facebook. Like I remember I kept seeing all that stuff and they was talking about they had the caskets in Texas and stuff like that.
Shut up.
Texas is the main hub for a lot of stuff.
See, but in I seen more racist stuff here in Georgia than I ever did in my 8 years in Texas. I'm telling you, motherfuckers wish you would in Texas. Well, I don't know, in Dallas, I'll say that.
All this where you go.
Yeah, it must be where you go because I ain't see like here I see like black people turning their not in the Atlanta part, but in Georgia, like especially when I used to travel like out to rural Georgia for my job, they I would see like how black people would turn their eyes down when white people came in. The sense of subserviency that I used to see here. I never saw that in Dallas.
I ain't looking down for
Okay, Mimi said that Trump already on Clubhouse, so they will use their white social media to get their alt-right comments on. They are selling end of the world disaster kits like hotcakes too. I need to give me one. You know, I believe I need me one. I always need a kit. I'm a prepper. Okay. Amongst the conservatives, they want to shut down the whole infrastructure of the country. Where I'll be at? I don't be seeing all that kind of stuff.
On social media, you're supposed to see more than me.
I get it. No, it's what's in your algorithm. I don't never have nothing that crazy like that on.
Nobody ever does. You gotta search for it.
Oh.
That's what them people are gonna be going through right now. Them conservatives, when they go to like stuff like Parler and stuff, they ain't gonna see nothing real. They just gonna see a false sense of reality that they construe around them. People's crazy.
Can y'all hear him? Okay, go ahead. Cause it seemed like he's so far over there, but go ahead.
What? They can't hear me? Or?
No, I didn't. They ain't said nothing back yet. I just asked that, but I was just seeing. For me, you're way over there.
I was just saying those people's crazy. So you know.
So now everybody breaking from Trump, and they trying to evoke the 25th Amendment that basically, I'm going to paraphrase, says that you can put a president out of office, impeach him. It's not the same as impeachment. Okay, you can put him out of office if he's physically or mentally
Just unfit.
Unfit to be president. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's not what y'all did the last time y'all tried to do him? Oh, they tried to impeach him last time. Okay. Well, I heard that the only way I heard that they were trying to impeach him this time too.
They're going to impeach him because Vice President won't revoke the 2015 amendment. Vice President has to revoke it, and once it happens, it's pretty much instantaneous. It's different than the impeachment process.
So they're not going to impeach him?
No, they are. They're putting in the articles to impeach him because Vice President hasn't pushed for Amendment 25.
And is it true that
25.
Okay, and so is it true that and Pence ain't doing that because he don't want to aggravate the base? The same base that he gonna need to be on his side in 2024.
Probably.
But now, is it true that if they impeach him, he can't ever be president again, right? Which is one of the reasons why. So Chris Cuomo was saying that he don't know. Well, I think he was playing devil advocate with with Don Lemon, and he was basically saying like, why would y'all went after him before and you didn't get him? Why would you risk going after him again and letting him say you didn't get him again? Instead of just letting them ride it out. So put a 1 of you for riding it out, put a 2 of you for impeachment. What are you back?
I don't know. Like, the impeachment ain't gonna do nothing, it's just a statement. Their ultimate move would have to be Amendment 25 or Article 25. Keep saying that. But it would have to be that just because they can't. I mean, impeachment process takes a while. It doesn't take a while, but it does. Yeah, it's just a simple statement. By the time they get that done, or it'd be, well, we're talking next week. Biden will be in next week, so something big.
Wait, Justice Thomas's wife paid for tickets for some of the protesters' terrorists. I feel the justice should be impeached too. Conflict of interest. That's true. I can get with that. Everybody involved. Okay. I watch Fox News to hear all the crazy stuff that she said. Okay. He is right. There are crazy people, 75 million crazy people, actually. They are going to impeach a second time so he won't run again. Yeah, that's what I heard too. The cabinet has to vote on the 25th Amendment. They are resigning instead. Yes! Have y'all seen all these people resigning and stuff?
I mean, it saves face.
Ain't no way. This is crazy. He'll be the first president to be impeached twice. So, Mimi, you want him impeached? Neuralay said just ride it out. Oh, so if he's impeached, he won't get the $200,000 a year salary either. Well, he don't care nothing about that.
I mean, you know what?
That little check, like Monique said on Ralph.
You know what? Do like Trump and fuck up his retirement. That's what he does to people anyways. Fire them one day before they're supposed to retire. So, I mean, you do the same to him. So
that's crazy as hell.
What?
That he does that he was doing shit like that.
Now, see, what would be dope is if they freaking did the 25th Amendment, but then voted through a tweet. I'll laugh my ass off.
If they voted, that's what shit the Pelosi would be down for. She's like, sign me up for that. I'm here for it.
I therefore say,
yeah,
he is out. Official tweet.
Pelosi would be down for that. So impeachment strips him from everything. I mean, I don't want him to run again either. I have to refrain from a lot of my thoughts because I'm on a public broadcast. But you coming back? Oh. So what's the other part that I want to talk about? Neuralay says, I think the base would have did the same actions regardless of who the presidency was. So you think these people would have did whatever if like, what's the dude's name from Arizona? What's the senator's name? McCain? Yeah. What's the other one that's still alive though? That he went against them publicly several times during this race, during the presidential race. Romney, Mitt Romney. There we go. Where's Romney from?
Where's Utah?
Oh, is he? Let me see.
So where's Utah?
Utah, Romney? I ain't never. United States Senator. Let's see. Come on, motherfucker. Yeah, freaking Utah. Who knew? No, I didn't know. You knew. No, okay, Romney. Damn, now what the hell what was I talking about? Because that didn't took all my brain power.
You said you think somebody like a person from Arizona, like Mitt Romney.
What was I saying, y'all, about when I was trying to get to Romney? But you know, it's a personal. It's a as for responsibility as a leader of the free world, you don't make those type of comments. You don't do half the shit that we've seen him do over the 4 years. And honestly, I really do think that America's going to be better off with anyone else. You know what I'm saying? No?
I mean, anybody's better than him, absolutely.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
But are they really?
Come on, man.
The fact that your place is not in flames, the equivalent of it could be better.
Yes. I would rather have all the knick-knacking clicking in this house that happens during the night or during the day than for it to be on fire. Wouldn't you?
But every person that keeps coming in, they ain't broke nothing, but they ain't fixed it. So how's that good for you?
But they don't set it on fire though.
But it's not good for you. It's still not enhancing.
Yo, this man ain't did shit about COVID in months. He don't give a fuck. He shut down the COVID meetings. He ain't trying to help nobody. Folks dying from COVID-19 in droves, and this fool don't even come on and say, no, he don't even tweet about it.
All I'm saying,
yes.
America as a whole has already been fucked up. The only difference is he screwed it up worse. Well, that doesn't mean that new person is going to absolutely change everything.
He has taken physical and mental leave of his duties to play golf. Like, he just checked completely out. He don't give a damn about no responsibilities as president.
But look what he went ahead and showed. The fact that all this hate still exists in 2021. That's not because of him. That shit exists before him. So I ask you, if you have a cracky ass house that's all messed up, and it is,
might as well burn it down. Don't burn it down. Don't burn it down.
The only benefit you have is it's not on fire yet, but it's still messed up. Like the fact that Tuesday and Wednesday officially a black man was freaking, you know what I'm saying, elected. And he's gonna be elected, stepping on the same exact freaking steps that a freaking Confederate flag still exists, and they walk across with that.
2 weeks before, yeah.
Trump is at any freaking rally Trump's at, you still see the existence of hate that is still somehow allowed in here. It's not even just like the existence of it. The fact you see that means that mindset still exists, and somehow that's still allowed. We get this freaking false pretense behind government because you got Biden and everybody coming in. It's like, oh yeah, everybody get everything changed up. You can't change that much of a freaking world in 4 years. And then what? The next 4 years, we gotta hope and pray, right, that we don't get Trump back or somebody who's close to Trump, because otherwise everything that just happened goes back down the water. So, I mean, is it really a relief? You don't know until 4 years after the next 4.
So now Trump is banned from like a whole bunch of, well, not necessarily Trump, but like Trump in some cases, like on Twitter and Facebook, his accounts are banned permanently. I think permanent on Facebook, and then to the end of his term, Facebook, and then permanently on Twitter for inciting, violence and racial negativity. I'm like, but he been doing it. You see, I ain't trying to hear it. But everybody's laughing about that this weekend, about how everybody's banning him from their platforms, or banning certain talk about his from his base. And I'm just like, it is some people that need to be seriously taken to task about how they have let this man run rampant.
Anybody that agreed with him for any dumb reason, especially on the crime, they should all be getting hemmed up. I think Colbert said the best when he said, hey, all those freaking Republicans has kept like running with this all the way to the end. Mm-hmm. Just because they change their mind after they see, oh, these people are really crazy. No, y'all just as guilty. They all freaking deserve to
go to jail. Yeah. Trump, look, turn the jailhouse white. You know what I'm saying? Because right now it's black and brown. Let's flip it white, y'all. You know, it's just crazy. It is just crazy. And did you see that white lady try to like throw her hand at a black cop in DC, and the black cop punched the living Lily livers out of that girl, opened her whole face up for her. And so white men put their hands on that black woman and walked her hard like back and pushed her into a crowd of police. And then messed around and said, what they say? Oh, and then I think she was administrative leave or fired. We have to look her back up. I have to look her up and try to come back to tell you about that. But it was like all the black people all the black cops, and not even say black cops. It was like a sea of cops, a sea of the people. Not one cop came to help that woman when them people put their hands on her. Though not when the woman hit her, the white woman hit her, and not when the white men snatched her up by her collar. Not one of the cops was in their fraternal order of solidarity to help her. That was crazy as hell. So y'all can be down when y'all beating up black people, but when they come to beat up your black brethren on your force, you don't know nothing about that, huh? Nothing about that. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, Neuralay says, and during the Civil War, the Confederates carried the Confederate flag, not the Patriots. Oh, yeah, that's right. The Confederates, not the Union, the Secesh. They carried the Confederate flag, not the Union, not the Patriots of the American Union. Okay, you so right. Come on now. So it's just been a whirlwind of dramatic political play that turned into a violent storm this week, and I just want to know, like, is this stuff irreparable, to our democracy? Is our democracy permanently stained? Is it on its last leg? Let's talk. Because, you know, we think ourselves as like the epitome of the democratic process and the way other democracies across the world should be pinned after and modeled by. But we have this type of stuff going on. So I'm gonna give y'all a couple seconds to answer. But yeah, I just feel like there's going, I don't know about in my lifetime, but I feel like this is the beginning of some substantial cracks in the Democratic foundation here in the United States. And then maybe, like I said, maybe not in my lifetime, maybe not even in Brooklyn's, maybe not. I feel like an overhaul is coming. And that's a shame because hell, it ain't been but 40 years? God dog. Okay. Can you go back to my comment and read it because it shows the contrast of the subversion that Mississippi has and Georgia has written up. Hold on, let's see. Mimi says, I would like to say, I'm excited that Georgia turned blue. Me too. Woo-hoo. You excited?
Barely.
Barely. But yeah, they did barely turn blue. But being from Mississippi, I am just glad we have a new state flag, even though Mississippi is still Republicans. Yeah, Mississippi is still a red state, and I did not know y'all have a new state flag. So the Confederate, let's look it up. Let's see what it looked like before. Thanks, Mimi. Ooh, 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 ooh. A do in my crooked letter I, humpback I, bitch. Okay. The pending flag of Mississippi features a white magnolia blossom in words and God we place on a red field and a gold bordered blue pale. This flag was chosen by the commission to redesign the Mississippi state flag and was approved by the state referendum on November 3rd. Okay, well, come on, what's going on? Let's see what the old one looked like and the new one. Hello. Ooh, that's kind of ugly. I'm sorry, not to be ugly, y'all, but okay, second flag. What did it look like? Come on. Okay. Ooh, yeah, that's the Dukes of Hazzard flag, ain't it? Ain't that the Dukes of Hazzard flag? Was the Dukes of Hazzard from Mississippi? Hold on. So this is the old flag. Okay, this is the new one. It's too much. See, it's too much technology in this flag. You know what I'm saying? But you know, at least it ain't that bull crap. Now, girl, when is the children gonna be able to make this flag up? Well, how the children gonna be able to draw the flag in second grade? It's some stuff in the middle too. Hold on. Look it up, child. It's nice. You could tell it was done on somebody's computer, okay? And during the I don't know. I'm just watching. I'm focused on reparation until they do right. I hear you, honey. I'm totally with the reparation thing. That should have been done a long time ago in the 30s, doing all them WPA and New Deal and all that bullshit like that. As Black people, we were pleased for a new flag. It made it to the Senate and it got the ballots. Good. I mean, I'm glad that flag has changed. Mississippi doesn't allow early voting in 2020. Mm-hmm. Somebody actually drew it. They had a whole contest for it. Okay. Oh, that's sweet that somebody got to draw it. Okay. Well, like I said, I'm glad. I think the issue is keep the red states blue after Biden and not letting unrest settle in again because racism still exists in the country and it's gonna always exist. That's what the country was like. That is a founding trait, okay? Black people are amazing and beautiful and don't need the government's help to succeed. Ooh, I don't know about that one. Because the government's help to keep you down as a failure is on you. So you might need a little help to succeed to kind of right size that and then our own talents and exploits and stuff like that. Kalitha says she liked the new flag. I like flags to look like flags. They look like a picture or something like that, but it's cool. It ain't that stars and stripes with that X, that Confederate looking one. So I'm not mad at it. And I'm surprised Mississippi, as low down they are in Mississippi, baby, that little girl, George Floyd's daughter, she said, my daddy changed the world. That's when everybody started changing their mind. So I'm not even mad. Hold on. The Black officer put his life on the line. He stopped the mob from going to room with the Congress and Senate. Our country was founded on violence. Exactly. Black people find success every day all over the nation. Yeah, I believe that. But I think that is the duty of the same systematic institutions that sought to destroy. I feel like it's their responsibility and duty to build as well. And as long as you're able to take a black tax dollar, equality shall reign, should reign. We are next to last on everything when it comes to re-education, healthcare, income. Who, Mississippi? Yeah. Mississippi low down, honey. Mississippi low down. But one thing I know for sure is a lot of these southern states so low down and dirty with so storied and horrid past and stuff like that. When I tell you that their beauty, their natural beauty, far surpasses many of the northern states that are supposed to be so-called, you know, houses of freedom. The beauty down here is beautiful. The beauty is beautiful. The beauty down here is magnanimous. I'm talking about if you really get down some of these country ass areas and you just get the natural beauty of the terrain, yeah, it's off the chain. And that's so crazy for some of the hordes of American history that had gone down here, that it was the backdrop with such natural beauty. America has many fled that need to be addressed, many flaws that need to be addressed without a doubt. But I do believe America has been heading in the right direction for a while. Well, I feel like at 2020 brought about at least a second glance from a lot of people who funded, not necessarily financially, but funded a lot of the issue that America has today. I was thinking about starting a channel for Black history and focus more on things like this. For Black, I'm with it. Let us know what the name is and we'll be over there. Yeah, you got it, Bob. You said Louisiana lowdown too? Mm-hmm. That Mississippi, that Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, some lowdown. Florida, I forgot about Florida. Girl, Florida just like an old ugly thumb. Florida just low down, baby, low down. Okay, dang. Babe, what we learned in Savannah about that Spanish moss? What did she say to us about that? Oh yeah, you ain't supposed to touch that stuff. It itches. Did she say it started itching? It itches? It got chiggers on it. Yeah, it got chiggers on it. But then also that a lot of that stuff is not really grown on it, that they brought it in. Remember that? She's yeah. It's something about that hanging stuff. That's not what a Spanish moss actually is, or something like that. But they brought in a lot of that's in Savannah. I don't know if they do it in other areas. If all Spanish moss quotes has the stuff that hangs, those pieces that hang, it was brought in at a certain time in the 1700s, 1800s and stuff like that, and now it just kind of grows on top of it now, but it didn't. I don't know exactly, child. I didn't forgot, child. I slept and drank and all kind of shit since then. But look it up. Shit. You know, I tell you what I remember. You want to learn more, go look it up. But that's something about what we was told. But I do remember I was reaching to touch it, and they was like, don't touch it because you're gonna be itching from the trigger. I'm like, well damn, I was just touching it. Washington State lynched Black soldiers back in the day. I believe it. My mama was born up there. And honey, let me tell you something. I went to Seattle, right? And what is the little black? It ain't a black town, but what is the little T? It's Tacoma. Woo, some niggas in Tacoma. Do you hear me? Like it was low down in Tacoma where I was at. I mean, it was low down. Do you hear me? Like I'm talking about ghetto. When I think about Seattle, I'm be thinking about ghetto, like the ghetto and stuff like that. But baby, Tacoma was the ghetto. The ghetto. I was like, ooh, Lord. You talking about an MLK that's ghetto. That was an MLK. Where was we at, baby? I was like, this MLK is nice. This is the nicest Martin Luther King I ever seen. Chattanooga? I think it was Chattanooga. Was it Chattanooga?
Yeah, so.
Chattanooga. Woo! Tacoma's low down. Woo! I'm sorry for somebody from Tacoma. Why does Landon James talk about our country being so terrible, but stands up for China when they literally still enslave people? I don't know who Landon James is, honey. Let me look this up. Now you got me wanting to know who Landon. Babe, do you know who Landon James is? Okay, Landon James, honey. I'm gonna tell y'all somebody I like. Somebody I like how they talk about race relations. I like Trevor Noah. Do y'all like Trevor Noah? Class of 2025. Hold up. Landon James. This is a white man, right? He only got 1,700 subscribers. Who is this white man? Y'all got me looking up. Landon James. Let's see. LeBron James. Child, y'all better get the spelling right. Listen, we be having real conversations on the daggone channel. And most of these daggone comments that I'm putting up here is all kind of, y'all just take your time. I'm going to be here I'm about to get off in a minute. But when I start, just take y'all time, okay? Because we want to present well, okay? And I'll be struggling through these comments and stuff. Okay, LeBron James. Now, why does LeBron James talk about our country being so terrible but stands up for China when they literally... Okay, how does he stand up for China? Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what he said. I don't know what LeBron James been talking about, babe. You know anything? He don't know either. We don't know nothing about that part. Y'all can. Do y'all want to drop the link and talk? I forgot. That's the other part. Let me hurry up, child. Let me drop the link and y'all can talk. We can talk about some of this stuff we're talking about. Hold on. What was my last? Let me see what my last. Vaccination. Y'all getting the vaccination? I know I asked this almost every other video. Who's not getting that vaccination is here, okay? Now, me and Babe, we've been talking about he's getting it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think a lot of mine is conspiracy theory-ish. But I believe that's going to be the mark of the devil. I do. The mark of the beast. They're talking about in the Bible. I do. I think that this is something going to go on from that. And you got vaccinated. How are you feeling? Have you had any symptoms? I just I don't know. Girl, this jail is a mess. I don't know. I don't know. I believe that's how we're gonna turn into zombies. Now I don't want to say that because y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but I do feel like that may be the mark of the beast. Like I just like, what is this? Like, and why? How do you get it so fast? Oh, you feel good, Rachel? Okay, girl. Let us know if it changes, honey. We got to know. We got to pray you up. If they tell you that you don't wait. If they tell you that if you don't take it, you won't be able to go to stores and stuff, it's most certainly the mark of the beast. Yeah. Yeah, if they tell you that, yeah, you can't go to work and you can't do this, that, and the other. Well, shit, they already telling you if you don't get your kids vaccinated, they can't go to school. Maybe we already got the mark of the beast. Oh, you had to for your job. Mm-hmm. My cousin had to get it because she's a medical assistant, and she has had a terrible reaction to it. She is sick. Oh man. Mm-mm. Feel you creeping in the heart, and that's love. And give it up, and baby. And they want kids to take it, but did zero testing on kids. Doesn't sound safe to me. Mm-mm. Y'all better go get that goat they cloned or that sheep they cloned years back and get to work. Y'all better go get Henrietta Lack sales that y'all still got and get to work. Okay? Ooh, all my little suntan is gone from the summertime. Oh, now the United States Postal Service is hiring. I heard they ain't had no money. Well, good. I'm glad they recovering then. All these checks and other stuff. All right. What was I going to go look for? Oh, I was about to put the link. I was about to throw the link down. Common side effect. What's the common side effects? See, I ain't putting no thought to none of this vaccine stuff, so I don't even know. My father and mother are both doctors, and they both refuse to take it. My father may be fired for not getting it, but he feels strongly enough about not taking it. Okay. The Moderna one. Okay. Where's the link? Oh. We never did talk about the fall of democracy. My opinion is that if you are elderly or have serious health issues, you should be safe about going out, but everything shouldn't be shut down. Yeah. I don't think everything should be shut down, but baby, people are laxing up on this cleaning stuff and things like that. I'm gonna tell you one gross ass place I hate to go is Kroger. I don't mind the food and stuff, but it's that front area of Kroger. Ooh, it's nasty. Mm-mm. Oh, Kroger's nasty. McDonald's, not McDonald's. I don't even go to McDonald's. Walmart, which is the equivalent of McDonald's to me. Ugh. Mm-mm. And baby, and calling me that and I want to give it up. So you can hit that link if you want to come here and talk. Y'all in 2021, we're going to come with our faces. That AV shit, I just don't like it. I really don't want the AV stuff on the channel like that. I like for folks to talk. I want it to be like viewer to content creator, American to American, human to human. I think that at some point we're going to have to learn how to live with this thing floating around. I don't know when that point has come, or if it's now, or if it is to come. But I think that, well, no, I feel like it's not time until the mindset changes more across America on the safety precautions. And I feel like the reason why a lot of the safety precautions have not been yielded to is because leadership was not yielding to them. So I feel like a change of leadership and direction on this virus should be had. It would be a good thing to have to get more people on board with the necessary safety precautions. And I also think that the way the Republicans believe in states' rights real hard, and I'm not mad about states' rights, okay, but letting individual states, I think this should be a federal charge, like not charged to not criminal charge or anything like that, but a federal program that everybody has to adhere to. Not here we doing this, here we doing that, because like the joke is out there, people are joking about it, but Atlanta didn't close down but for like a month or two. You know what I'm saying? Like they had big ass New Year's Eve parties, Christmas parties at clubs, enclosed clubs and stuff like that. These restaurants and stuff, baby, you in there just with everybody else. A lot of them are not doing the 6 feet thing. I heard is actually not like county board safety requirements. It's kind of like a state thing, so therefore it's not like you know how the county board of health comes through and say, we need to go look at, every so often we come to check your restaurants and stuff like that, right? But and that they can come or somebody can call them on you, like there's not that type of presence in regards to COVID. So a lot of people have found ways to cut their costs and their time and the tediousness of COVID prep and COVID cleaning and safety precautions. The shutdown may have lowered the death number, but at the same time, it's destroying people's lives. But I think it's just a very hard thing to deal with, and everyone thinks that they have the answers. There are countries that never a single shutdown or mass mandate, and they are doing just fine. But are those countries as big and as free as the United States? That's what I feel like needs to be answered in response to that comment. Are they as big and as free and set up governmentally like the United States? No. Most of the ones I've heard that, have those kind of conditions where they never had to shut down and stuff like that. It's the American mindset that you can't tell me what to do. It's the American mindset of freedom means I call the shots for me, period. It's the American mindset that we are invincible. And so you would have thought that September 11th would have cut that shit. You know what I'm saying? You would have thought, because it sure did for me. Okay, because I believe some stuff could pop off here and some stuff could go on here. Okay, I used to think before September 11th, oh, we'll never have a war on American soil. Don't believe that anymore. I don't. And that we were so advanced that we could sense out anybody trying to attack us or anything. And them suicide plane folks from September 11th had made home here and went to flight school here. Girl. And who have been saying for the last 3 months that shutdowns do not work. They need some fines going on. You ain't got no mask on, fine. Or you deny, because I ain't gonna say you ain't got it on, because see, I'll be forgetting too. I get to the door and I'll be like, y'all got a mask. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I still be forgetting. Even 10 months later, I still be forgetting. But that refusal, baby, folks be refusing all the time. And then being like at Home Goods where I work, second job. Folks come in there, oh, I got this and that, I can't wear no mask, and then got like 10 kids behind them with no mask. In that little confined space. Like, what in the world is going on? Need to be some fines, honey. You think if you think the government left you alone, you ain't got no money now. Wait until we find your ass for not wearing that mask. If you think we're lonely now, wait until we find your ass for not doing whatever else is supposed to be done. Yeah. But people my life has changed a lot. I'm in this house a lot. I'm trying to do my part. Folks need to do their part. It's almost like asking black folks to boycott nowadays. People need to wash their dirty hands before they touch their face. Yes, and all them folks. And see, this is our thing. In the couple restaurants that I've been in to sit down in lately, I don't understand why it's the restaurants that's mostly like this. They got the thing. It looks like it could go over their nose, but it's sitting right here, and they're talking, and I'm like, bitch, you was in a restaurant, and I know that stuff supposed to be up here. Okay, like this. For everybody want to know, like this. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. ATL been open. What makes me most mad is in the last big $1 trillion bill government passed out of the $1.3 trillion, there was not a single cent for Flint. Oh my gosh. What was I? It was somewhere someone was talking, another city that got dirty water. And I was like, wait a minute, what's going on with Flint? I forgot about Flint. I feel so bad. What's going on with Flint? Like, is Flint a thing of the past where it's been handled and now we got to go check out all these other dirty water cities? I was like, oh, I forgot about Flint. You're right. All this money and they ain't had no money for Flint. Oh my gosh, I remember when that stuff first came out. This lady told me she got to boil all that bath water. Think about having to boil bath water every day. Drinking water every day. Babe. Well, y'all, I thank y'all for having this discussion with me. We are citizens and we do have a voice to be heard. We are taking this thing in, and it's great to have a place where you can come and talk and voice your concerns. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're not being violent and you don't wish violence on anyone. I'm not being violent. I don't wish violence on anyone. And you just want to be able to express yourself and get with other ideas. With other Joe Blow citizens and stuff like that, and we can do that here. I don't come on like every single day. I might this week because I'm off, but I don't come on every single day. So, and I notice that people when they don't see you, they want to unsubscribe. Don't unsubscribe. I'll be back. I just am not an everyday person. But hold up, I was very confused about what is taking place in these times. Until I started watching China in Focus on YouTube. China in Focus. Look, somebody putting a ploy in for a channel. We'll go look at it. We'll go look at it. Next time we come and talk about this stuff, we'll have to talk about it. For 4 years, it's been about Trump every day and all day. Oh, thank you, Mimi. I'm glad you had fun. Thank you for dropping by, girl. I like to subscribe, and it was nice to watch someone who was respectful. I disagree with some of your opinions, but that's okay. We're allowed to disagree. Yeah, and if we do, we can still show love. Absolutely. So y'all, I just hope that level of violence and entitlement and what is it called? So-called patriotism, but it actually was domestic terrorism. Nothing else happens like that, because although I feel like some chickens had come home to roost, I feel like anything else would just be greater and crazier and be higher death tolls. And I just don't think that that's the only way anything can get done. I just hope that these politicians are seeing the hurt that all Americans are going through. Those who you would say are wrong, and those you say right. Because we're in a whole world of hurt here. And I hope that don't nobody internationally get froggy and jump over here with no girl. When I was watching the Insurrection, I said, I could smell the bombs coming. You know what I'm saying? Because, as soon as you start seeing some crazy stuff going on, especially at the government building, on the government's people turning on them, folks will get froggy from over there that ain't liked you forever and have been playing like they can deal with you, and they doing treaties and Geneva Conference and shit with your ass. And then they'd be like, pew, 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 kick you while you're down. That's what they call it. Kick you while you're down. I was like, do I smell the bombs? Do I smell the bombs? I was just nervous. You know what I'm saying? Because that September 11th stuff came out of nowhere, honey. Well, for Joe Blow American. Girl, they always saying the Simpsons predicted some stuff. Oh, Will, you didn't came too late, baby. We gone. I get up at 6:30, start my workout routine. People talking about disagreement civilly is how we find ways to go out. Yeah, problems and find solutions. There's no other way. Exactly. Yes, thank you. Please subscribe, y'all, and I will catch y'all soon, okay? See y'all later. Remember, they may not buy in, but they will look on. Woo! Bye.